Hello everyone, welcome to Medical Coding with Dr. Ziyad AIA. In this video series, we will explore ICD-10-CM chapter-wise multiple choice question, complete with the detailed answers with rationale, to help you to upgrade your coding knowledge and prepare confidently for the certification exam. ICD-10-CM Chapter 1, Certain Infectious and Parasitic Diseases. Question number 1. A 45-year-old male traveler returns from South Asia with profuse watery diarrhea, severe dehydration and muscle cramps. Stool culture confirms Vibrio cholera O1, Biova L2. The physician documents cholera due to Vibrio cholera 1 L2. What is the most appropriate ICD-10-CM code? So there are 4 answers available. Take your ICD-10-CM code book and find the answer. So here you have to highlight the diagnosis is cholera due to Vibrio cholera 1 L2. So here you can use the elimination method and alphabetic index method to find the answer. For the exam, you can use the elimination method to find the answer quickly. And for real working world, you have to use this ICD-10-CM alphabetic index. So I'll explain both ways. Let's use the elimination method first. So once you go to the code, A00 says cholera, A00.0 says cholera due to Vibrio cholera 1, Biova cholera. But in this case, this is Vibrio cholera 1 L2. So when you look at the other code, A00.1 says Vibrio cholera due to cholera 1 Biova L2. So that is the correct answer here. So the correct answer will be answer B. So if you want to find the answer using ICD-10-CM alphabetic index, here you have to search for the main index term cholera, then go for the subterm due to Vibrio cholera, and again go for the subterm L2. It will lead you to the code A001. Question number 2. A 28-year-old female is admitted with fever, abdominal pain, and altered mental status. Typhoid fever is confirmed via blood culture positive for Salmonella typhi. The physician also documents typhoid meningitis as a complication. What is the most appropriate ICD-10-CM code assignment? So there are 4 answers available. Take your ICD-10-CM code book and find the answer. So here the diagnosis is typhoid fever that confirmed, and typhoid meningitis as a complication. There are 2 cases, typhoid fever with typhoid meningitis. So let's use the elimination method first. Once you go to the code A01.00, that says typhoid fever unspecified. A0.1.01 says typhoid meningitis. So that is the case here, typhoid fever confirmed with typhoid meningitis as a complication. So the correct answer will be answer B. So if you want to find the answer using ICD-10-CM alphabetic index, first go to the main index term typhoid, then go for the subterm, that is the complication meningitis. So this is the combination code A01.01. So correct answer will be answer B. Question number 3. A 5-year-old in a daycare outbreak presents with bloody diarrhea. Stool culture confirms Shigella flexneri. The physician documents bacillary dysentery due to Shigella flexneri. What is the most appropriate ICD-10-CM code assignment? So here you have to highlight this is bacillary dysentery due to Shigella flexneri. So let's use the elimination method to find the answer. Once you go to the codes, A03.0 says Shigellosis due to Shigella dysentery. A03.1 says Shigellosis due to Shigella flexneri. A03.3 says Shigellosis due to Shigella sonnei. A03.9 says Shigellosis unspecified. In this case, bacillary dysentery due to Shigella flexneri. So the correct answer will be A0.3.1. So that is answer B. So if you want to find the answer using CPT alphabetic index, first go to the main index term Shigella within bracket dysentery. Again it says C dysentery bacillary. So both ways you can find the answer. Then go for the subcategory Shigellosis. There are 4 groups available. You have to come back to the table list and confirm the answer. Once you confirm, the correct answer will be answer 0.3.1. That is group B Shigellosis. Shigellosis due to Shigella flexneri. Here you have to be careful. This bacillary dysentery due to Shigella flexneri. So this bacillary dysentery itself included in the Shigellosis. So this is the condition. And this is the organism. Question number 4. A 70-year-old nursing home resident on long-term antibiotics develops profuse watery diarrhea. Stool testing is positive for Cholestridiosis difficile toxin. The physician documents C.difficile Colitis, no further specified as recurrent. What is the most appropriate ICD-10-CM code? So there are 4 answers available. Take your ICD-10-CM code book and find the answer. So here you have to highlight the diagnosis is C.difficile Colitis, no further specified as recurrent. So let's use the elimination method first. But you go to the code A0.4.7 says enterocolitis due to Clostridium difficile. A04.71 says enterocolitis due to Clostridium difficile recurrent, but in this case not further specified as recurrent. A04.72 says enterocolitis due to Clostridium difficile not specified as recurrent. So that is the case here. So the correct answer will be answer C. So let's use the alphabetic index method. So in the alphabetic index, the main diagnosis here is colitis. So the main index term will be colitis. Then go for the subterm, that is the causative organism, that is Clostridium difficile. Then go for the subterm, non-specified as the recurrent, that says A04.72. Again come back to the table list and confirm. Once you confirm, the correct answer will be answer C. Question number 5. A 14-month-old infant presents with 48 hours of vomiting and watery diarrhea. Rapid antigen testing confirms rotavirus infection. The child is mildly dehydrated. What is the most appropriate ICD-10-CM code assignment? So there are 4 answers available. Take your ICD-10-CM code book and find the answer. So here you have to highlight the conditions are vomiting and watery diarrhea, and rapid antigen testing confirms rotavirus infection, and also child have mildly dehydrated. So let's use the elimination method to find the answer. Once you go to the code, A08.0 says rotaviral enteritis. A08.4 says viral intestinal infection unspecified. A08.39 says other viral enteritis. A09 says infectious gastroenteritis and colitis unspecified. So in this case it is rotaviral enteritis. So you may confuse whether to code for this vomiting and watery diarrhea. No need, because this enteritis include this vomiting and watery diarrhea. So the correct answer will be answer A. If you want to find the answer using ICD-10-CM alphabetic index, the main index term is enteritis. This is enteritis. So that is acute diarrheal. Then go for the subterm rotaviral. It will lead you to the code A08.0. Then come back to the table list and confirm. Once you confirm, A08.0 says rotaviral enteritis. So the correct answer will be answer A. If you have any queries, please leave in the comment section, or else you can contact me using my email and WhatsApp number provided in the description. Please subscribe my channel and check out my other playlist as well. Thank you.